What was here, Mom? Oh, the pineapple? Okay.
And there's Uncle August. We just had a nice meal on the 14th of April, 2012. We were talking about Mormonism, and Don Johnson's a friend of ours who used to work at the laundry. But you know, August, the one story I want to hear about from you is what led up to you coming to America back years ago? What year was it? What led up to it?
1948. I thought I'd come over and do better for myself.
How old were you?
17.
And you came on a boat?
Yeah, on the boat to New York and then the train to Sparks.
So you came over here and you went to live with who?
And Julia.
Yeah. Who paid for it?
I paid for it.
So you worked in Italy to get enough money?
I didn't work. I was working either, but I never got paid. But my mom paid for the trip. That the return trip, I pay out of my pocket because it's those days when you come over, you need a round-trip ticket.
Oh.
And we only have one ticket. So before they let me in the United States, I have to have the second ticket. So when they called my uncle here from New York, he was on vacation. I think it was in Santa Cruz.
That's the immigration when they called?
Yeah. I'm not sure with the immigration, or it has something to do with Sinus Island, there.
Yeah, Ellis Island.
Yeah. Anyway, what's happening that my uncle wasn't here. The Father of Australia, I think, he deposited money for me for the second trip.
For the return trip.
For the return ticket, so they could release me to come over here. Because I come over here as a student, not a worker.
All right.
So that's what happened. So then I had to pay my uncle for the ticket when he come back, and I had to pay my uncle back.
How much? Do you remember?
About $300.
And do you know the name of the boat?
Yeah, Sobieski.
Sobieski.
It was a Polish boat.
And was
little one.
Oh, it was small. Was there some time frame on when you were supposed to go back? Did you have to go back within a year or whatever?
That I didn't know. We had to have a guaranteed trip because everybody come here with one ticket, and then when they want to go back, they don't want to, so they ain't got no money, and so the United States they had to pay for the trip, and they got tired of paying.
Yeah.
That's why they started having you have a run trip.
I've seen some of those ship log things, and they usually say the name of the passenger, what country he's from, and what his occupation is. Did you have to put an occupation down? Do you know?
I don't remember.
Yeah.
I'll come over here when the Senator McCarran, he didn't tell nothing to my uncle. He said, you get him over here, I'll take care of him. So when I got over here, I had a problem with Ozer, the examiner over here. You want to take fingerprint? And we went up there, and I was using the alkali to fix the boiler every day, every weekend. I didn't have nothing to print. He was mad. So when I got home, I told my uncle about it. And my uncle called the Senate in Washington. So they were said, don't worry about it, I'll take care of it. So he came to Reno, he went to see Ozer. And he said, do you know me? Yeah. Who gave you this job? You did. You better start doing what I tell you, or you're not going to have that job much longer. You quit arresting that kid. I mean, if you can't take the fingerprint, so be it. Forget it.
Yeah. Now, you
fire him.
They did. You mentioned a lot of connections that a lot of probably just kids growing up in Italy didn't have. Senator McCarran, uncles sending money, all of that. I mean, you were fortunate, right?
I was fortunate, yeah. There was a lot of people involved in that.
That's what I was going to ask. Go through some of the people.
Not only the senator, it was my uncle started all that, and then coach Pete Peterson, the postmaster.
Okay, your uncle was Aladino, right?
Yeah,
Aladino Marlia.
yeah. Your grandfather.
My grandfather.
Yeah, he was a politician, and he don't care what he said. He said it when he wanted. You know, it was like that.
Yeah, but the politicians of today don't get to do that. They're very, very
Yeah, modest.
deliberate as to what they say and when they say.
Modest. Anyway, so it came the time. Well, this story is go and go.
Yeah, I know, but give me some of it. Well, you know what I'd really be interested in, August, is the links between between McCarran, getting the money, everybody who helped you get the money from New York, helped to get you here to Nevada, how you started working here and how you stayed here, and how you went into the Army.
Well, that was something else. You know, I had to be registered as a resident here. As soon as they did, in the local office here, they drafted me.
So that was in 48.
So all the plan that my uncle did, they were done too. He brought me here to help him work, then he sent me in the Army. My uncle didn't like that. So he talked to the Senate and said, don't worry about it. So you send him to get his physical. So I went to his physical. I still remember it was the 4th of August, 19
I got coffee. I
whatever.
got decaf coffee. You want some?
And
Okay, we'll have some with dessert.
I got back, we saw 4F. And I said, what the hell is a 4F? I keep wanting to find it. Somebody told me what a 4F was. So there's something wrong with it. You know, you're not healthy enough to go in the Army. And you're so worried about it, right? Well, every 6 months I go to physical. And every 6 months I get 4F. And the senator said to fight the politician here. He let it go. He take care of himself. And then he died. He died now so long. He was making a speech to be re-elected. The next day I'm away to goddamn Fort Ord.
So Senator McCarran died, and then just right after that,
Yeah.
so he was keeping you out of the
So
Army.
keep me out of the service too. But another thing I didn't know about it, you know.
Yeah, it was behind the scenes.
I got the 81st Congress, when he came to Oval Office, whatever it was, you know,
I tried to get the names.
and he come out and wrote my name off and my life and everything. And other not many people was involved there, but they all came me to stay here.
So when did you get inducted into the Army?
Well, I went in the Army in 54, so probably started in 52.
So right during the Korean thing.
Yeah, Korean.
Do you know that he wasn't a citizen?
And I was surprised that I don't know. He didn't have nothing to do because he was dead then. It was 8 of us from Reno
I know.
in Fort Ord that morning. They called our name out, you know.
At Fort Ord.
Yeah, the rebel in the morning. It's dark, you can see nothing. Marlia here and Bennett there.
Yeah, yeah.
It was 8 of us from Reno, all from Reno, and we all got to New Jersey. New Jersey got a ship. We went to Germany. All the rest went to Korea
Where'd you do your basic training?
in Fort Ord.
In Fort Ord. And that was like 6 weeks, right? Is that
16 weeks.
16 weeks?
First 8 weeks, then they give you, I'm not sure how much time, come home for a few days, and when you went back, you did the second 8 weeks, and then how you go.
Do you still keep in touch with any of those guys? Do you know any of them?
I knew one guy, I went to see him, he's in Sacramento area, and I even took him back in Italy with me back home when we went for 15 days with it. But he was a guy who liked to play ball. He didn't like to play soldier. So they made me sergeant, they made him a PFC. He was jealous, he didn't like it. I said, what the hell I have to go to do with it? Anyway, I didn't know all that. I went to see him. I even bought him a lunch in Sacramento.
But this is back when you first got in.
When I first got back.
Yeah.
Because I want to stay, you know, in contact.
Sure.
And he told me all that. I said, you're sick. Forget it.
And that was it, huh?
Yeah.
So the other guys from Reno that you didn't keep in touch with any of them?
Yeah, one was a Quilisi, but then he got sick, and he had to do the training, basic training.
Oh.
And once you get sick, you lose 4 or 5 days.
We put in touch with one that we used to write Christmas cards to Ohio, remember?
Why, I had a lot of people. I had it from New York, you know. I wrote the one in Canton, Ohio, for a while, and then that disappeared.
Yeah.
So I don't have any.
So what year did you get out?
He got out in 1956.
And where did they let you? I guess you came back to Reno Sparks?
No, well, I did eventually. What we did from New York, we went to Fort Chaffee, Arkansas. That's where I got my discharge.
You still have the discharge papers?
Oh, sure.
Yeah, they're in the safety pocket.
Yeah,
So did they have the GI Bill and stuff back then? Where you could go to school or?
probably, yeah.
He could go to the Veterans Hospital.
What the hell? School, I didn't even know to write or talk, you know, English. I had a rough time too, you know.
Yeah, how much schooling did you have?
I didn't get no school. Everything was the hard way. Yeah. But anyway.
So you came back in, did you say 58?
You know what the problem was too? Talking about what happened for like this. I used to get a lot of mail from Washington, D.C. Bible, you know. And
Senator Bible.
all those people. And my captain got nervous because he got his census, all the letters. He come in his office one day. He was kind of curious, he said. You know, he said, I see everybody in Washington, and you want to know what was really. And I said, the people talking to it, they want you to release you, so you go back home. He said, they got to the point, I got no choice, I got to do that. He said, usually I can stop it. I said, I'll tell you what's going to happen. Whoever is working for you, they don't know the people that are actually working against you. And the people against you, they want to quit. Soldier, I have to send you back, let's say, 60, you've been home 16 months or 20 months already, you got 4 more months to go. If I have to send you home today, he said, I will be surprised in 2 months from now, you're back in the service. But not for the 4 months, you're back for the 24 months again.
Right.
You see, that's the kind of game they're playing. Because they don't want you to go back home. And the people that do, they don't know. But thing I knew it was Gaffer, Charlie Gaffer, he was in charge of selective service and Hank
Schwartz, yeah.
They're both against me.
So they were trying to keep, they were trying to keep you in.
They tried to keep me out so they can send me back for penalty for another 2 years, per se.
Right. Well, I
So
thought
I refused it then, you know, right?
Okay.
So I got 4 months to go. Why should I jeopardize, you know, turn around and come back?
Okay, so if I understand this then, you had the opportunity, they were saying, you know what, you can leave 4 months early.
Well,
And everything will be cool, but
could have been
then,
6 months.
or 6 months early. But you found out that if you did do that, you stood the
captain
risk.
told me that.
The captain told you if you do that, you stand the risk that they're going to get your butt back here, and it's not going to be for 4 or 6
Because
months.
he read
It's
some of
going
my
to
mail. He knew exactly.
so he knew
Yeah, what's going on.
the players. Now, when I was a kid growing up, I know that you seemed like you were friendly with Hank Swartz.
Yeah.
So-
Yeah, we used to go water skiing and everything. I didn't know the difference, you know.
But that was after you found out that he was scheming against
Yeah,
you.
but then you put two and two together, you know, all the time.
We fell in love with Sheridan when we go back. This is a little
That's the only two people that kept pushing to go get the physical. That's the only two people in charge we had. And it was that girl, she died not too long ago, with badly. She was a deaf girl up there. I had to report with her, you know.
The desk girl.
She
Yeah.
talked Italian to me and everything, you know. And sometimes she opened her mouth, she didn't think, you know, I could put two and two together, you know.
Yeah.
It wasn't too far up the road, and there was
So you stayed in for 6 more months.
first you go in,
Then I come home, I was free. Even if I got home, I still had 6 years to go inactive, you know. That I had to do that.
Having coffee?
That kept me smart how to stay there, you know. Because you don't do nothing. The only thing you do, you got to take off the weekend. You got to take off sometime 1 week in the month. And I felt I was there because my uncle brought me here so I can help him. I was a little stupid too, you know, but the reality is there
So really, Aladino brought you over because he wanted some workers for the laundry.
because you need some help.
Because the laundry, yeah, the laundry was going by then.
You had the laundry. At first you're there, watch the laundry. So then your dad got jealous. I told him, you crazy, jealous of me? I said, you the one got everything, I got nothing. Huh? But there was something, he felt that his mom and dad maybe liked me more than he liked him.
Yeah.
Well, probably so. He's created a lot of problems too for them.
Yeah.
I mean, I tried to work it out in my own mind, but I could be wrong too.
Right.
But he told me that himself. He couldn't stand it no more.
Well, yeah.
And I shook my head a couple of times. I said, you know what you're talking about? What have I got here?
So when you came over, then you had the old man Aladino, and you had Julia, his wife. You had Julia's mom was probably still alive.
She's still
Catherine.
alive, yeah.
She was still
But
alive.
she was she went to the hospital.
She went to St. Mary's
And she stayed here for years.
for years that I remember. And was Mateo here then?
Yeah, Mateo.
And Mateo was living with the old man
But we sleep in the same room.
on 7th on D Street.
Seven and D. Sometimes I come home that night, drink too much, you know, and I know Mateo. I used to take my clothes off, you know, my short, take it, and jump on his bed. Oh, Jesus, what a ride! He should have been there.
Yeah.
Then the old man get out of bed, mad, everybody's mad.
And Mateo was working for the railroad?
Our company, yeah, for the railroad, yeah.
Yeah. And then next door was Caroline, which was their daughter,
Yeah,
Aladino's daughter.
yeah.
And Caroline's husband, Marvin, was she married then?
Marvin, yeah.
And then
They were married already when I came in.
when you came here. And then was Michael born? Because he's a little bit older than me.
Michael
So
was born,
he was probably born in 48.
he was born in February 48. I came in August. He was in a crib. They used to bring him down the line in the crib all day long while Caroline was working.
Yeah. Now, did Michael ever work down there? Do you remember? But Caroline did, right?
Yeah, off and on. She probably got paid even when she wasn't working
Right.
because her mom, you know.
Right. It was a funny relationship. Even from me, I was a little
And
bit
your
younger.
dad, he was good to Caroline.
But, right.
And he was mad and everything, but he's always helping her. Probably had a higher 20 time in a year, you know.
Yeah.
Because she was creating a lot of problems too sometimes.
Yeah.
You know, you got enough problem. You know, when you got people working, then have someone like that.
Plus, she had some mental issues, I think, too.
I don't know what she had. Then she got in her mind she wanted to have Italian guy. That's why she divorced Marvin.
I mean, they were like one of the people.
That's something I could never get over.
She wanted to marry an Italian
There's a
guy.
monument, and it was really cool. It was in the
Yeah, I remember Marvin. Well, you know, Marvin and Carolyn were my godparents.
I'll tell you that Marvin, you couldn't find better guy.
Yeah,
Nice guy.
yeah.
Yeah.
And then now Michael, of course, Michael's died. He was always huge. He was huge when I was a kid. And huge, by that I mean 400 or 500 pounds. He was,
160, yeah.
yeah, he was huge. And he played football and stuff, and
I
finally...
gained a lot of weight when they gave me the Eurozone. I was getting weight. I'm still do.
Prednisone.
Yeah.
How much are you?
Did the hot springs that night.
Huh?
Had dinner. It was really
Now,
nice.
August ate good tonight. He
We
only
stayed
gonna
in
eat
the
I
that
was,
round.
I was 236. I went to 263.
Yeah, but you're about, what, 5'8"?
You know what?
Before I was 5'10". Maybe I shrunk a little.
Okay, well, we'll see.
Fun stuff. So that was inside. So you guys like this.
It's funny.
So how long was this?
Yeah, I like Marvin.
2 weeks.
He had a good heart.
The hot spring.
He tried to help everybody. But he tried to help his wife a lot. And he was working night and day because he couldn't keep up. Like she wants more than he had.
He had the butcher shop and Marv's Superior Foods. I don't know if you remember.
He started in Piccolini. Piccolini, right 4th Street.
Okay.
He started there.
I see that in some old newspapers. I didn't know what the relationship was. They had some ads out back then.
Yeah. He worked hard, that guy, that kid.
Remember he had that German Shepherd.
He loved the fish, and he loved deer hunting. Just like my mate did.
Yeah. Do you remember that time that they got lost up there at that, it was on a Sunday, I can remember at least, and I think you were involved too. And I think Marvin and Michael went up, and it's above Bowers Mansion somewhere. And they didn't make it back, and so Julia sent us all up there. I think Ted went, I think you went, I think I went. Do you remember all that?
I remember some, yeah.
Because it was like a night, just a night of craziness that I can remember.
It's a tough country up there.
And we found, I know that we were driving down a road and we found like a chain that had probably 30 padlocks on it. Where people used to...
There was a farm on the left-hand side, and they had a key without a lock. The guy said, "This is the key if you want to get in there." Yeah, they had a lot of lock.
The university owns a lot of land up there. It's called Little Valley.
We went to
Little Valley, yeah.
Yeah.
You can see the pretty flower up there.
and then Todd was, I'm not much anymore.
Blue.
Shopping, just what I wanted to
For
go.
miles once you get up there.
And he did, I think Marvin did get stuck up there somewhere.
I got stuck there one time.
I'll find you.
Then me and Rudy, we had to go down the next day and get the truck. We were coming home, deep bread and run out of gas. First thing I got blamed, we don't got no gas. When we got back the next night, you could see where the gas was coming out, the tank, you know, running down.
Hole in the tank.
No, they had the valve in the back side of the tank. When we're going down, it run dry. If we're going that way, you never run dry.
Oh, so when you're going up, you were losing it.
And it got to the point that we had a lot of wash on the road, you know, big cut there. And I couldn't even go across. I couldn't back up, I couldn't do anything again. So we went over there the next night. We had a beer can. We filled that with gas. We took the line off the fuel pump, put that inside the tank, started the truck. But the winch in the tree, the winch shut itself out until it got level, then we had gas galore. But you gotta know.
Yeah. Well, you talked about Rudy. Of course, Rudy died yesterday.
Huh?
You brought up Rudy. You said you were up there with Rudy. Rudy had died yesterday.
Yeah.
I'm just letting the people on the tape know.
Yeah.
So that's pretty. And we just saw Rudy's kid today. We saw Gary.
Rudy was what, 83 August?
No,
85. 85.
Now you and Rudy had to have some pretty good stories around hunting and fishing, right?
We do.
September.
I'm sure we do.
Give me your best deer hunting story with Rudy. You remember hunting deer
Was
with
it
him?
elk? You went elk or
We
antelope?
went deer hunting one time. We only had $96, and we left there happy as a lark.
That's Reno, right?
But it didn't last too long. By the time you got an alcohol and stopped drinking and there. So we ended up eating the deer liver.
You shot a deer
Yeah.
up in Elko.
Yeah. Then we started eating the elk to survive.
Elk or deer?
Deer.
Now hold it. Okay, so you left with $96. You put your guns into the truck, probably the Travelall, right?
Yeah.
Into that 62 Travelall, and off you go. And you get now. It takes the better part of a day to drive to Elko, right?
Oh yeah.
But gas was cheap.
Yes, we cheap too.
So how much of that money did you drink?
Probably $97.
Well, Rudy liked to drink, huh?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he liked to drink a lot of beer.
Rudy was tough.
His mother, Adele, when Rudy, she was living with us, Rudy would come over and they'd always give him a beer. She'd go, quick, quick, Rudy, quick, quick, Rudy, quick, quick. Because he'd click the can, you know, and away it would go.
Yeah, we had some good time. I had to clean the boiler one Sunday. He came and helped me. So we got home at noon here. My mom was here at the time, and she fixed some fried chicken. We ate, take off. We went to Limbo. We got our limit truck and come home the same day.
I know.
Well, Limbo is pretty close.
He just kept shooting.
An hour and a half.
I'll pick 2 or 3 of the nicer ones.
Yeah. Well, you know, I was telling Barb after I heard that Rudy had died. We were talking, and Barb said, and I said, yeah, I knew Rudy fairly well. And Barb asked whether or not Adelina, your daughter, knew Rudy also. And I said, well, considering that Rudy probably never came to my house for dinner, because Ted wasn't the kind of guy to have people over for dinner. I don't know this, but I would say he had to be over at August once or twice a week, and probably, or maybe more sometimes, because August is the kind of guy who has
It was every night.
Yeah, oh, I can imagine. So I said, so I've never talked to Adelina about Rudy, but I'm sure that she must know him pretty darn well.
Who was tougher, Ted or Rudy?
I think this is a 2.5.
They never got to get it was true. The boy got beat up at the same time.
Yeah, the dude dropped in. I told Barb that story.
Now, little Rudy, he wasn't afraid of anybody. He jumped right there.
But Ted was tough too.
I told him I really wanted to do this.
He's tough or crazy, I'm not sure what you which.
Zucchini bread, Kim?
There's so much about
I think so.
and you don't get it.
Barb, would you like a little piece of zucchini bread?
Just a little bit.
Adelina?
No, I'm good, Mom.
I can't get over one time by Evelyn.
I was standing on the.
She said to her,
Oh, yeah, that was my first. I was
I don't know why you're doing all
All
this.
right, Tina, I'll take one piece.
August is getting paid well,
Thank you.
real well.
You said a
know.
little bit, now there's more here if you want more.
Fine.
Evelyn's my stepmother.
At
It's
the
Ted's
rate, at
wife.
the rate, I mean, at the rate of when I was going, I probably had to quit the job, find out I want to survive.
And there was
You want a little
bears
piece
and
of this?
there-
She had a lot of balls, you
And
know.
there was a couple guys.
You want her concerned anyway, you know.
Would you like a little piece of this or not?
Yes, yes.
Now, I was the ring boy at you guys' wedding. Now, and I know I was pretty young because I can barely remember it. I was probably 5 or 6, so it had to be like in 59 or 50.
59.
It was in 59. Okay, that was a lucky guess on my part. So you guys got married, and where'd you get married at? At where?
Cathedral.
The cathedral.
Oh, at the cathedral. Okay, so somebody bribed the bishop to get you
Want to
guys.
see your picture when you were a little boy in the wedding?
No. So you,
Regini was the priest that married me.
Father Regini, and so you guys come out and you promised. You gave the. Where was the reception at?
At the church.
Johnny's Park Church.
Okay, and who sang at the wedding?
Huh?
Who sang?
Caroline sang a song.
So she probably sang her quintessential Ave Maria, right? I'm just guessing,
No,
but
you're right.
yeah, because you always see Caroline singing.
I don't remember none of that.
But it's probably well.
You don't remember that?
Yeah, Caroline sang Ave Maria.
Was she good?
Yeah, she sang good.
Yeah.
She had that friend Phyllis Maldonado that used to sing with her all the time too.
Priscilla.
Or Priscilla. That's right, Priscilla
Yeah.
Maldonado.
So Carolyn, which was kind of Ted's sister.
No, she had a good voice. Caroline had a good voice.
This
Yeah.
is actually in Glacier National Park.
And so you're all in the cathedral, and then you go to the reception. Now, I guess you had to dance, right? Now you used to be a dancer, right?
No, he danced, but he didn't.
I danced.
But I always thought you liked to dance.
No, he did it to please me.
That's Tristano that likes to dance.
Yeah. I gotta show you a picture of Kim when he was a little boy.
So you're out there dancing and stuff. So then you guys go on a honeymoon.
Yeah, we went to San Francisco.
You went to San Francisco, and how much time did you spend down there?
Well, 1 week.
What hotel do you remember?
Huh?
St. Francis.
Yeah.
St. Francis Hotel, San
Was that
Francisco.
the building?
I know. I haven't gone to Yosemite.
The building.
The Fielding. I beg your pardon.
Whoa, what's this?
That's inside the lodge.
So you stayed at the Fielding. What did you do down there? Do you remember
We
anything?
went out to eat. We had the guy that
Todd,
You'd finally made Tina an honest woman.
the one you like, Yellowstone.
Now wait a minute. What are you talking about?
I tried to remember the guy. He had the laundry there in San Francisco.
There you
He
are.
took us out for dinner.
So cute. Yeah.
You were-
Who are these?
This is Lorraine Del Soldado.
Yeah.
Loretta. I
What was
beg
her
your pardon.
sisters?
Loretta.
Okay, that's
Loretta. And then this is a little gal Ferrari up from Lake Tahoe. Your aunt, our Aunt Julia in Aladino. I didn't know the people. I didn't know her from Adam, and she made me have her as a little flower girl.
You're sitting around, there's like a seat.
And then here's Kim again.
Just sitting and read. It was very kind of quiet.
There you go.
Very high ceilinged. It was good to
And then
yeah.
I think you're in here somewhere.
Oh, don't worry about it.
I wanted to catch a picture of that.
So we're in San
Look at
Francisco.
August, how skinny he was.
When you were not, you didn't pick
Yeah, that was really
God,
Oh, and that was on your honeymoon.
Yeah, in San Francisco.
So you went to the zoo.
Too bad I can't think the guy in San Francisco. He had the laundry in it. He asked me to go see him in the laundry. Went to see him. He took us for dinner 3 times.
Really?
He took us to the Helmet.
To the Alfreds.
No, no, the one before that. Big place. We went out to see the
And this was our 25th.
girl in the fish bowl down the basement.
Oh,
That restaurant.
I can't forget the name.
Eating stuff off the ground.
Good restaurant.
Yeah.
Oxford was a good restaurant too.
right. So, okay, so that happened in '59. So then you come back to Reno, right?
Right.
And where do you go live at? Because now you guys are married.
I was living in a little shack. I would say 5th and C.
5th and C, that itty bitty house that I remember, right?
Yeah.
That was just a railroad car, you know.
It
Something.
was tiny. It was a little bit bigger than your kitchen here, than your kitchen and dining room, I imagine, huh?
That was small.
They don't have a good eyesight.
Yeah, because that's the first house that I
But that
remember.
was a walking distance, and I need that, you know. You
Right down the street from the
couldn't
laundry.
afford too much to second car.
And were you working, Tina?
It's a phone company. Belltel.
So then you were working and stuff, and you were making gobs of money, according to Evelyn. Of course, you weren't
All kind of money.
all kind of money, and
Yeah, $95 a week.
$95 a week, but that's after taxes,
No, before
No,
taxes.
that's before.
before taxes. So and you got you working at the what are you doing at the
Did you
laundry?
see her leave though? Did she go out the way?
She went back and never.
It's probably everything the people that want to do, you know. There's always shortage and help. So you got to do, you got 3 or 4 jobs every day.
Yeah. How was your English then?
Oh,
Your English. How could you speak English?
She was leaving.
Because you had already come out of the army and stuff. Were you pretty
We
good?
were just sitting on the hands right
Yeah.
Did you speak English to him, Tina, or Italian?
English.
I do. These are some what.
Have you guys ever spoken Italian together?
We just have.
oh, we do something.
When
But
your
just
mother
for-
comes,
Then it
Oh,
was
yeah.
just like one day and the next day talk us. We're going to go back.
Or
to
the
that
people
lake.
from Italy, then we talk Italian.
Yeah.
Look at the you can find. I don't know, look at
Tina,
about
Huh?
500.
at $95 a week, how much did you
I'm
spend
waiting
on
for them, and I'm
groceries?
talking to some people on the
19, 20. That lasted the whole week.
$19?
Uh-huh.
So then the next house that you bought, I think, is the house that we're in, right?
Yeah, yeah.
And you bought this from John Esquaga, right? And that's the person who has the hotel that Barb and I are staying at that Barb likes so much.
She likes the hotel.
You guys could have stayed here too.
Yeah.
Huh?
No, yeah, but you guys don't do manicures. Or do you? No, you don't. So we're
You're a
at
wise guy, huh, Ken?
the Nugget. But when I first came to this house, all of that part behind you wasn't here, right?
No.
You had to have that added on.
I don't know.
We added that on in
We
1973.
had that in 72.
They'll come out here.
72?
Look at this. When we came back from Italy, then we started.
And who was the contractor on that?
That
My
was
brother.
his brother.
The better pictures so that could
So is there any exciting news about putting all that together and stuff? Because you're working with family.
No, it went smooth.
It went smooth.
It did in August. The building, everything went pretty smooth when we did the addition.
And I put some time in
Very
too.
bright ones, so you don't-
Every time I, you know, like she rock stuff like that. They deduct that, you know.
Yeah,
Try to save it all.
yeah. So when you bought,
News Club, we're allowed to be here and take
August.
pictures.
August talked to me.
August. Hey, August.
What?
What?
John Esquaga remembered to the penny how much the second was for that you paid him. Do you know how much you paid him for how long?
Yeah, it was $3,000.
It was,
A little over
it
$3,000.
was $30, $21 a month.
But it was $3,000.
$31 a month for how long?
7 years?
So now we come over the corner.
okay, so any stories about Esquaga? What's your best Esquaga story?
Yeah, you're in the
Because you dealt with him. You dealt with him in the business world.
Squaga, he always treat me good. You know.
Yeah.
I know that.
But then he got to the point where he wanted to do his own laundry, right?
Well, he built his own laundry, yeah.
As a matter of fact, I talked to the housekeeping lady today about that.
Did you?
It's her car.
Why was
You
the
know,
stuff not clean?
They could do what, people, they could do what they want to. My thing, I don't believe,
He says, yeah, there's different places you can get.
they were on the gambling business, they made a lot of money, but then they want to go in somebody else's business too. And then they show, they got rough time. Like your Hasquagi, he had some rough time.
With the laundry business, huh?
No. His operation is a whole.
Yeah, he had to sell
When
off.
they build the new wing there, there's a name after his mom and dad, he got a lot of money now.
Didn't he have to sell all his ranches off on it?
He sold something, I know, Todd, but I don't know exactly what all he sold.
He had like 7 ranches or something.
Or
Yeah, he had a lot.
I don't know what it would cost to stay there.
So okay, so you get back to the laundry. Let's get back to where you just got out of you just got released by the army, right? You going to work for the old man. Who's your boss now? I guess the old man was your boss, right?
Yeah.
The old man was your boss, and we were working at the time 6 days a week, right?
or sometimes 7.
6 or 7 days a week, and no real scheduled vacation. You could kind of take a vacation, but
Most of my vacation, I just got paid for instead of work. I could use the extra money here.
so how many?
It looks intense. I don't know. It's like
I got a few questions. How many times do you think in your life, August, one of your biggest passions is hunting, right?
And fishing.
August, one of your biggest passions is hunting, at least. Maybe fishing, but hunting. You love to hunt.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. How many different?
Better than fishing, you know.
You do love it better than fishing. How many different animals do you think you've gone hunting? And have you ever hunted outside the United States?
No. Well, in Italy, you know.
You hunted in Italy as a kid.
Yeah.
Did you ever hunt back there when you were an adult?
Yeah, I went back there when I was 56. I went to service. I went home and I got a permission for the fishing game to go hunt the lake.
What'd you hunt for?
Ducks.
And what's nice is you got
So it was mainly duck hunting then,
Yeah.
back in Italy?
handed.
And who'd you hunt with?
With my uncle, my dad's brother,
What was his name?
Oliviero.
Oliviero. Did you guys get anything?
Oh, yeah. We had 7 greenheads come over that morning on top of the decoy. We knocked them all down. That's pretty good.
Yeah. So they have the same kind of ducks there that they have here?
They got same kind, yeah.
So I know, I happen to know that here there used to be a place called Gun Club, or at least we called it the Gun Club. How old were you when you first went hunting down there?
I would say 20, 21.
And that the owner of that place is a farmer or a rancher, I guess, named Lawrence, right? No, what's his name?
Albert.
Albert. Yeah, Albert.
Yeah.
And Albert, what's his last name?
Musi.
Albert Musi. I've only met Albert about maybe 5 times in my life.
He's doing pretty good considering, you know. He's up there in age too.
Yeah, but it's a pretty big ranch, at least the part. I guess that the Marlias used to rent it. I don't know if the old man was rent. Who found it?
And the old man did.
Oh, the old man found it. So was it already going when
There was a
you?
lot of people from Sparks, but the old man, they used to go hunting there all the time. But they didn't hunt all the time. Opening day, you know. But they go down by 10 o'clock, they're back home on Saturday, you know.
And there was a little cabin there. And as I recall now, the first time I went there was probably in '63 or '64. So it was a few years after you had gone. But as I recall, there were like 2, maybe only 1 wood-burning stove at the time. And then I think we got a second one. Do you remember all that?
Yeah.
Is that what
The
happened?
second one, Rudy's mom had built in a house at the high street. When they got to the basement, there was a wood stove there. You guys want one? Well, yeah. We took it down, you know.
That was it was a porcelain one, right?
Brand new.
Yeah, it was a nice stove, as I recall.
And then they stole it.
Well, that's what I was going to get to. Back then, we had a bell, a big bell, like a school bell,
And then the triangle bell
then triangle,
disappeared. Yeah.
and then we had the 2 stoves, and we just had
And they
like,
steal everything every year. You know, maybe some small, even as small as sack potato, you know. Maybe people who are hungry.
yeah.
Anyway, I got a nice stove there now.
Is it protected at all from people stealing it?
With this money, we take 10, 15 piece home. They were stove from a wood now. You know,
Yeah. Is it a gas stove?
it's gas and wood, both. That gas is real nice.
I bet. Where'd you get that?
I got that from Todd's mom,
Yeah.
and his mom got it from. I really don't have the story from San Francisco.
Yeah.
breakfast, we had lunch. Gave us all
Well, I've spent many a day down there with you.
finished on the boat.
A lot of time down there. Some of my earliest, best memories, of course, about hunting were all taken down there. But I know the way that I hunted was usually in a blind. But you normally didn't hunt in a blind, right?
Normally, I just look where the ducks go. That's where I go.
And you knew all of the different. There's all kinds of canals and such there, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and some of them are too deep to really cross without getting water over the tops of your hip boots or whatever. And you usually hunted in
At the
hip
time,
boots.
now you don't have to worry about it no more.
Yeah.
At that time, there's only a few places you can cross.
And you found those places, or you knew the places, or they were there. And you would jump shoot, right? Wasn't it called jump
Jump
shooting?
shooting, or, no, I can stay behind. There was a lot of cottonwood tree. If it's not coming here, I just find a place too high there. No problem.
What do you think's the most number of ducks? Because the statute of limitations has run. The most number of ducks you ever shot in one day at the
I
club.
refuse to answer that.
It's amazing, the story.
Just give me what would be the most number of ducks that you could think of a guy shooting at one time down at the gun club?
It was the deer. He was here, he came forward, we had food.
Oh, Lord, the people used to go with, they didn't hunt too much. They drank and eat,
And
you
then
know.
decided to come check us out. Just a little boy.
And the old man was always the cook.
He did the cook,
I know.
and we hunt. And I got my ass through every time because I never come home in time.
Yeah. Because you'd always have to rush home on Sunday.
Yeah, by first, we didn't even sleep there, you know. We didn't sleep there.
First, women weren't allowed there.
No, they're not allowed. That's why Tina's mad at me.
So Tina's still mad at you because women weren't allowed. I think that everything's got a little bit more lax, though, now. But back in my days, only guys. And the old man cooking, ringing the bell, right, so that you knew that hunting that day was over, or breakfast was ready on Sunday.
We never had breakfast there. I mean, we normally had a lunch.
It's cool to see pictures.
Spaghetti, French chicken.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And drank a little bit of brandy,
A
right?
little bit, not much. Just a little bit.
And a little Ham's beer. I remember Ham's. Somebody drank some Oli, mainly Ham's.
We drank anything there.
Okay. Well,
Yeah,
What
Louis
about Joe
Ferrari
Forty?
came down a few times.
Those are turkeys.
Them, him and his dad, your dad, they used to fly like cats and dogs.
That lived there, we stopped there and talked to
That's uncalled for. You have a good time, you know.
yeah.
Somebody else in the background.
They really went hunting all the way.
That's cute.
They were just seriously arguing, huh?
I could, you know, Louis was a good one too. He started drinking, then stay 4 or 5 days without getting home.
That's kind of like dry.
You know, Rudy went down there. When I started hunting, started hunting with Rudy there and his kids and everything. But then Rudy kind of went to a different gun club, right? Even though he's a close friend of yours. He went to what? The green
You got the canvas bag.
canvas bag, yeah.
See, his mom and dad, they were the canvas bag for caretaker for a lot of few years.
So Rudy's mom and dad were caretakers.
Yeah. I remember we used to go over there, and mom bought to fix me some hot cake in the morning.
Yeah, because I did. Yeah.
She was a tough woman. Get on that mud there in the truck. She got on at some spot that most people never make it.
Yeah.
And then you got that place, I don't know how you got that place. It's worth a lot of money.
Everything. Pick up gas.
It's worth a lot of money now.
Canvas bag.
Yeah,
So Rudy owned part of it?
I want it. I mean,
Oh, he owned it all.
the member, I don't know how many members
Right.
in that club. He owned his share, you know,
He owned a share, okay.
and the cabin there. They gotta have a cabin.
Yeah, it was a membership kind of gun club. I don't think that that our gun club, the Marlia Gun Club, never went to that membership stuff, right?
No. Because they got electricity there, they can't take it, so you can leave stuff within nobody steal them, you know.
Yeah.
Makes a difference.
Yeah.
Yeah, we used to leave stuff over there, and then they were stealing like crazy.
Yeah, just like there was nothing really to keep them from stealing it. And then I remember when we put in the outhouse, first outhouse, kind of up there on that little hill, across the little driveway, and that lasted for a while.
It's the same hot house, but we want to move it, and we start digging, you know. He come out with a backhoe. He said, "What do you want?" It boop, 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 right there. 2 seconds.
Are we going to play that game?
Amazing.
Kim doesn't want to play. Barb might want to play.
Still there.
I want to play game.
I put a metal roof on, you know, because the plywood and rain, you know.
So you put a metal roof on it?
I got metal roof on the house.
Oh, really?
I got more
Yeah.
coffee if anybody wants some
And
more.
we used to have a problem about losing the roof all the time. No more.
Yeah.
Slime time. The roof now.
I remember when I made the hole, a hole in that dumb floor there. Oh man, we got into trouble.
But you was hot.
Oh, do you remember that?
Play one or two hands.
I would lean it back in a dump chair, and it
You
went.
kept rocking.
Yeah, I think I was
You
rocking.
stop it, and you kept doing the funny. The leg went through it.
Went right through it, and man, the next morning they got me underneath that stupid thing with all those black widows and crap from the underside. I don't know what I had to do, hold a piece of wood under there or something, and somebody hammered from the top. I can't
We
remember.
crawl underneath there.
Yeah.
We had to do that because we put a new line. We put the oil stove, you know.
Oh yeah, I'm sure, but I was just a kid, and it was just scary. So, okay, well, it looks
A
like
kid never listened, you know.
yeah, I didn't listen.
Is that like
Did you tell him about Joking
have
40?
yours like in Ziploc? She has hers. They're not like coming in packs. They're like the Ziploc
He asked if
bag.
you told me about Joking 40.
What's your best
I don't
joke?
Joking 40
I
used to
don't
be
know him.
used to have
What?
some kind of.
Yeah.
He's on tape.
Yeah.
What do you want to know about Comfort?
What's your best Joking 40 story? The best one.
I don't know. You come 40 and you ought to make money. Well, Sally did.
Do you think that Joking 40 killed the guy?
He didn't kill the guy, no.
That's what they say. Comfort.
No, the guy killed the guy. The guy used to work for us in laundry.
Yeah.
Okay.
Bill, William Bill, whatever.
He killed that Oscar Bonavino?
Yeah, Bonavena.
Bonavina.
Bonavina.
Hey, you know, the best Conforti story that I have a couple of them. One that I could have told tonight when he said that I dropped something. I didn't tell the story. But my best Joe Conforti story, I think, was a story. Nick and Paul's. Remember Nick and Paul's? Yeah, and I pulled in there one night after work, and it had to be like 7 in the morning. And here's Joe Conforti in that Bugatti or whatever kind that. Remember that fancy
Yeah.
car that he bought? Bugatti. And he's sitting over there in the car, and they're filling up his car.
Move that.
You got to move that, Kim.
No, he's not going to.
I'm not going to.
Oh,
I'll move it when. No,
In a minute. In a minute. Go ahead.
go ahead.
I might as well move it now. It's an edit anyway. Thanks so much, guys.
The story about Comforti. I was selling tickets for the Sons of Italy. Tina, she was running for the
Oh,
Queen.
there we go.
And we were down the Sons of Italy indeed. And Joe was there. Joe said, I went over there and said, Joe said, I need you for you to buy some ticket. But that for I told him. Tina, she was running for the Queen. How many tickets you got? I don't remember. He said, I'll buy it all.
This one?
How many?
Yeah, that shows Kim.
I don't know.
Hundreds of dollars?
I didn't take your car.
Yeah.
Hundreds and hundreds?
It's
Yeah, you should.
Do you want some more?
So you con him?
I had some.
Let me know what I owe you. He said, you sign it.
You put my. Did he win?
Oh, no, I don't think so.
You would think your odds would be good.
But Tina won, right?
I came in second.
Yeah, you came in second. That's right, because I saw the newspaper report on that.
Might be a classy guy. He said, I mean, you gotta buy it all.
I remember, hon. We were going together. We weren't married yet.
Yeah.
Wow, that was nice. You're going together with Dad. He had connections. He could sell all kinds of tickets for you. No wonder you came in second, Mom.
Well, if I have more,
All California, too, I was competing against.
Really?
if I have more tickets,
That's
buy
how I
more.
met my
you
friend
know,
Darlene.
want more.
Through that.
Did you ever meet my dad before?
Yes, he came over to fix our TV.
Did you meet him, August?
Yeah, I met him.
He was a neat guy.
He
He
told me.
sure liked Adeline and Deanna. They were just little girls. That TV was so old, Todd. It was given to
He
us.
kept it going too,
He
didn't
kept it going for us. I tell you, it was a rickety old television set. Remember, August? When we got married, we had nothing.
Yeah, but those are the best times.
Yeah, we had a good time.
Yeah.
We never had no problem. We ate all the time.
$19 a week I spent for groceries, remember?
Yeah.
Wow.
And we were eating the best.
Steak every
Steak
week.
every week, always.
Saturday night,
night.
it
Yeah,
was
once
steak.
a week, steak. Chicken, spare ribs. You name it.
Well, a loaf
chops.
of bread was only 25 cents. I think milk was 30 cents.
How much was a gallon of gas?
19 cents a
10
gallon.
cents a gallon.
How much would it take to get you to Fallon and back and thinking?
About $5.
And now it's about $40, $50.
Yeah.
Unreal, isn't it?
Well, that was driving the international travel. All that thing got probably what, 6 miles a gallon? Maybe. Maybe, Kim.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. It was cheap. It was cheap enough, and everybody was getting it from Nick and Paul's. At least I was.
Where's Nick and Paul's you keep talking about?
It was at
They
Chevron's.
had a gas station.
Yeah, it was on the corner of Prater and Greenbrae. I mean,
Not-
Prater and Pyramid.
B
That was
Street.
Stanford and B Street.
Oh yeah, I know where it's at. Stanford and B. Yeah, we used to get gas there all the time.
Dan has a pretty good memory for his age, you know. He
I
remembers.
remembered Priscilla's name. I was thinking it was something else.
That's the thing I got left.
Oh, you don't believe that.
You took everything I had.
I didn't take it.
Now he's trying to sound like Kim.
Exactly what I tell her. So that's enough, I guess, because I'm getting tired of too many questions, and Tina wants to play her card game rather than capture old memories. And
Well, go ahead.
What's your last?
And we had such damn dry chicken tonight. I have to tell you that it was
No.
embarrassing.
It scratched my throat.
I'm still drinking coffee. It was so dry. I'm
We
parched.
need a lot of patience.
Thanks, Kim, for you, August. We enjoyed it when Kim was here with us. The 3 months we went to school with Bernetti or went to. It was fun having
Was
Kim
that
here.
his name, Bernetti?
He's still alive? Been
No, he's dead.
You know who died? And I saw it in the paper. I saw his picture, which Thomas Kincaid, 54 years old.
He did?
Yeah, he lived right by me.
Did he, Kim?
He lived in Palo Alto.
Oh,
What did he die of at 54?
He's
Drunk.
drinking.
alcohol. It said in the paper, big alcoholic.
No.
And sugar poisoning.
What a shame.
What do you mean a shame? That guy was
He
the
was-
nuttiest.
Yeah, but look at the stuff he did. You don't like his paintings?
Oh, God.
I
No.
guess not. Okay.
I have
like
all
them.
these paintings.
Kim, you just made points.
Oh, come on. Any artist?
I just like them. I don't know.
Isn't that one right there?
She didn't know who he was.
No.
And I said, he's that nutbag that paints those goofball pictures. With all them colors, and they look like they got
What did you
unicorns
say?
and
No,
crap.
they're whimsical.
Whimsical.
Or
Whimsical, yeah.
whimsical. And I'm like, I don't know who he is. I had to go on Google and look for his pictures.
I don't know. Hey, if you like him, good.
He had a lot of galleries in Monterey and places like that.
He was very successful. Apparently,
Yes.
that's the article I was reading.
He's
Yeah.
married.
He's a
He was
commercial
married,
artist.
wasn't he? Was he married? I don't know. It didn't say anything about that.
Okay,
He's
we
gay.
have to tell you that you were right on both of the
knows
paprika
that.
and on your remedial. It kills me to tell you that you.
No, I think I was the one who mentioned the paprika.
She said the paprika.
Because, I worked at a place that sold
Okay.
hot.
But he was
spicy.
wrong on the other stuff.
So the paprika is got,
What other stuff?
Sweet, hot,
Whatever.
smoky, they're all separate.
they're all separate.
Yeah, the word
Did you
paprika
see your
comes from like
sister
a fruit
anymore?
that's in Europe. It's named after some
Which
kind of fruit.
sister?
Let's say Julie.
Julie, I haven't seen. But what's even more interesting to me is that, you know, Julie and I kind of live close to each other, but not nearly as close as you and Evelyn. And you guys have lived close together for ever since you bought this house. I don't think she's ever lived other than here. Maybe in Connecticut for a year or something. But how often does she come by and send Christmas cards? Or how often do you go by and send
Never.
Christmas? No, hold it. This is August's interview. So now it's
That's
Tina's.
the voice behind August.
So
Kim, you're terrible.
Oh no.
Who is that?
Probably giving too much to drink.
He's drinking coffee. I think he's okay. And water.
Tina,
So-
it looks
so
like the
how
camera
often-
puts 20 pounds on you.
oh, at least.
Well, gee, thanks. I love you,
You two
too.
cannot sit next to each other. You guys are like horrible next to each
So
other.
how often has Evelyn do in the past 25 years?
Never.
You bumped into her, though.
I see her. I used to see her every once in a while at the store. Saw her at Macy's once when my fellow was working there, but I haven't seen her in a long time.
How many times now? You've had this house for, I don't know, a bunch of years, and I know that Evelyn's been here, but how many times would you think that maybe over the span of all those years, who's been here more, me or her?
You.
Yeah.
Okay. And of course I lived here for 3 months.
No, you. You have you.
But disclose that.
You should ask how many
It's
times
still
has she
you.
been in the house.
Yeah.
I would, except I don't know that you guys could guess at that.
What's that, Kim?
How many times Evelyn's been in the house?
Over 20, under 20.
She was here for
She
the
was over 20. Over 20.
New Year's Eve thing.
And
New
then when
Year's
the
Eve.
girls
She would come-
She would come. We'd have them for dinner, and when the girls received First Communion, they were here, and
But she'd come and get us once in a while to go with Julie. You know, she'd come and pick up.
then every
Nadine.
Thursday, her and I and the kids would go out to Bowers
Your
Mansion.
dad alive,
We'd go once a week.
used to come over
swimming.
a lot.
Yeah.
But after you died, then I was there.
After Ted died, forget it. That was all she wrote.
Yeah.
Then they
And
found
I'm
out
sure
about.
you haven't seen Julie either.
Have you heard any more about her son that came into play?
You know, I haven't.
I haven't either. I was always going to go see Bobby's wife, but I never did. I feel funny going to see her because I feel like maybe I'm going to get information from her.
Well, you
So
are.
Yeah.
Put on your spy uniform.
That
and
never
go.
stopped you before, Tina.
Oh, you're full of prunes too, Cam. I never did that.
No,
No.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
She'd break the camera.
I don't do cameras.
That's right. It steals the
I don't like
spirit.
you guys sitting next to each other.
Why?
Because they're like protective of each other. You've got like this little fraternity.
Okay.
And they feed off each other. And they're sarcastic.
Well, Julie's daughter works in San Francisco for some kind of TV thing or something that she sells. What is it? Cameras, camcorders. I don't know what the devil she sells.
Is she successful?
And you know that because I sent you a link to it.
Everybody else got it. I don't know the devil.
Does that mean she's successful, Tina?
I have no idea.
She's super successful. She's a graduate of Arizona State, multi-millionaire.
Really, is she?
No, she's not. Kim doesn't know that.
I have no idea.
And if she was, who
Rumor
cares?
start.
I could care less.
Really?
Yeah.
Rumors start.
Come on,
You know,
Tina.
August and I were Julie's godparents.
And you abandoned her at her time of need.
I didn't abandon her. She abandoned us. They wanted nothing. When Ted died, I baked a beef roast. I made a cake, and August and I took we took it up there to her. And Evelyn and Julie opened the door, and we handed them the cake and the roast beef. And she said thank you. It didn't invite us in the house or nothing. And that's the last time I saw Julie.
I bet the roast beef was dry.
It probably was.
Did Evelyn ever get her?
Play cards.
Did Evelyn ever get her meat hooks into somebody else?
You know, I don't know.
I don't know that she had
She
meat
always,
hooks.
she was always such. She portrayed this goody two shoe of a woman. You know, that everybody. She was so good. She made everybody think that.
My dad.
And then she comes up later on in life that she had this illegitimate child and gave it up for adoption, then she has the audacity to lie and say she was raped. She was no more raped than I was.
I heard she might have been like a lady of the night at maybe one
Yeah,
time.
she worked at the casinos, you know, when Ted met her.
Whoa.
Oh, casino!
She's going to a whole nother level.
But in Texas, what did she do?
I have no idea, Todd, because she always
it's
said,
time to
told
turn
us
off
what a
the
good
camera.
person, what a good person she
Yeah,
is.
do you want this on tape?
No.
Erase.
Wasn't there a rumor that she
Lady in red.
might have?
You said that, I didn't.
No?
I'm not on tape. You are.
No, not that I'm aware of.
I'm Adelina.
Let's close
Say
it.
my name out loud.
She's got a byproduct of something.
Gosh, Adelina, you shouldn't say that.
There's a lot of kids. There's a lot of kids who had a lot of kids.
I had a lot of little episodes with Evelyn, though. She used to tell me that I was ironing for people, because August, you know, to make extra money, and I would use the money to buy shoes and little dresses for Deanna and Adelina. And I was ironing and watching babysitting for people. And she came over here one day and she got really mad at me. And she said that I should be ashamed of myself for ironing for people when my husband was being paid very well at the laundry. She rammed that down my throat so bad.
And what was your response to that?
I was so stupid I didn't say anything, Adelina.
What did you say, August?
I didn't even know that happened.
What would you have said?
I don't think August cares about any of this. August's like, oh, Lord.
Is that me or is it hot in here? I'm sweating.
Because you're on
Who
camera.
knows?
It's because you said the word
Who
devil.
knows?
Who knows?
Turn that thing off and let's play cards.
Different day, it's a different thing.
All right, so
We used to
let's.
have to go to Noni's house, remember, every Wednesday for dinner. Every Wednesday.
And was there a fight every night?
All the time
There-
with Ted. And lots of times Aunt Julia would tell August to go look for Ted because he wouldn't come home. And he'd have to run out and go find him and bring him home.
Was he drunk?
Yeah. Remember August? Okay.
Ted rolled
Bros before hoes, August. Bros before
You
hoes.
gotta put that in your notes.
Ted rolled that car. How fast was he going? Did they figure?
I don't know.
You need to turn off the camera.
I love it because people. Huh?
People what?
People, well, for one thing, people I think
Me.
confused. No, I'm talking about people. Because even him with the rolling the car how many times, and people imbue a lot into my father for some reason.
Well, I'm going to tell you something.
I was there, and he wasn't necessarily the greatest, but just because he didn't read to me didn't make him the worst. Or what was the other one?
What do you say about the rolling? I want to know, didn't he roll a lot? Didn't he roll in the vehicle?
This is all you're getting.
I'm
She's
not on.
not on you. She's on.
Oh,
Yeah.
I can see right through this. This is a see-through shirt. I wouldn't wear anything else.
You talk
He's
about
talking to
ego.
Todd. It's Kim.
This is a possible 5150 over here.
It's a 5150.
Someone's psych. And you call the
Psychiatric.
cops.
Okay, that
and they
makes
take him to
danger
the
to
ward.
himself.
Danger
Okay.
to himself.
I don't want
Or
more.
to others.
So tell me, how many times did he roll it? Did he when he hit the dirt? Didn't he hit the dirt off the pavement, which caused him to roll?
Or flip.
I'm surprised that the story is changing over years. Well, I'm just
That's
surprised.
how I remember
Well,
the story.
you got this flipping and
I remember the
and
story
I
that he
remember
was
this-
going. This is how I remembered it as
Have
a
you
little
read
kid.
it? I mean, it's like
No,
published.
he hit the dirt. He was going very fast. He hit the dirt and he rolled it end over end. That's all I remember.
Do a Google search, Ted Marley in quotes, and you'll get all kinds of stuff
Okay,
about.
you're not going to tell me. You know the answer.
I don't know that he rolled it at all. That's what I'm saying.
You were
I could-
there.
No, he wasn't.
That's what you said.
I was there living at it at the time, and I didn't hear anything at all about him
How
rolling
did you
it.
hear
Did you
about
see the
this?
car after the wreck?
The only time I heard,
I've posted pictures of the car, but not after the wreck, after it's been rebuilt. Because it was sold after that.
August remembers a little bit.
what I remember, Pete Nitton called me. He said, by now you probably see an ambulance come right by the laundry, you know. And Tad's is in it. He just got in a big wreck here.
And I heard that he hit. The only terms that I heard was that he hit a soft shoulder, and at the time I didn't know what soft shoulder meant. But
But I understood He didn't roll over. He went.
End over end.
There you go.
Yeah.
Where do you think I get the stories?
I don't know where you're getting this stuff.
My dad. So how many times you don't know that? You're saying you don't even know if he flipped it.
Nobody knows because nobody was there. I know.
Oh, they can
I know
tell.
the highway patrol saved his life because he reached down and put his tongue out.
Didn't they say he was going very fast?
I'm sure he was going fast on the time.
But I
That's
think
what
the
you buy
best.
Ferrari for, to drive fast.
I think the best explanation of it, though, is a court case. You know, it went to the Nevada Supreme Court, and they analyzed what happened before and what happened after, and them stopping at the gas station in Fernley, and him claiming that he never checked oil, and the passenger saying that because he was sued by the passenger.
Oh.
You guys are aware that
I didn't know there was a passenger in the car.
Well, there you
Did he
go.
die?
Supposedly,
No.
the guy sued.
He sued him.
his
You can't
dad,
sue if you die.
But I don't know.
Yeah, you can. Your family
Your
does.
family can.
The estate does.
Did he successfully win?
Oh yeah, no, yeah. There was a big decision in Nevada that held. See, the argument was, and I think it's a good argument, was that the guy knew since they had been drinking in the bar in Fernley that the.
Oh, he doesn't like it when somebody's talking low. And he
No, I
can't
don't care.
hear.
It's just she was professing an interest in this car wreck, and I'm telling it, and she's over there talking. I am not. Listen, I've known when not to waste my time trying to tell people something that they don't want to learn when it's readily available. So
No, actually, I was telling her how meticulous you are at telling this story.
But you can't
But you, never mind. Don't
finish the sentence.
No, just tell
But
me
you
this.
can't.
Don't.
Get it out.
But you can't.
I don't
Oh,
know, I know
she's
that's a
shooing
card
me.
game.
I'll tell you later.
Just tell me. Okay, so
you don't have to tell me.
there was a big thing about who.
In the court,
Right.
the family of the guy.
Nevada Supreme Court, which
Big deal.
yeah, it's not a very good. It's not a well
My
respected
good
court.
time
They
is
sued
in
for a lot of money.
changing subject.
Did they?
Kim,
Yeah.
I know Nevada people, I mean, not Nevada people, but people's court. People go in court.
Oh, we
No,
had
I'm saying it.
yeah, we got a bet on this.
I'm saying it.
This is a point thing. Okay, go ahead.
The people's court, I know you went through.
I did.
Okay. Now, does the state pay for? Did the state pay for all the expense?
Of the People's Court.
Yeah.
People's Court, the People's Court producers pay both the win.
I didn't say it.
This
I didn't say it.
I know, but I was going to point out this is how you get people to finally start cooperating. Yeah, and anybody can break in whenever they want. I'll just stop talking.
No.
No, that.
Now that's
You know what it is?
That's
You like to
people's-
keep people hanging.
that's people's court. How
Yes.
about Judge Judy?
Well, wait, he
Same
didn't
thing.
finish the answer. People's court producers
all
pay.
the producers pay. All the production company pays the judgment, and they pay both parties. Like when I sued, they paid me $100 for appearing. They paid Tylene $100 for appearing, and they paid the $4,800 judgment that I won. As a matter of fact, I got paid within 3 days of taping.
By Judge Judy.
As far as I know, it's the same
People
thing.
that go on the court don't come out of pocket a penny.
You don't
Is that right?
Yeah,
That's
because
right.
why would you? That would you have to have an incentive for them to go on court and to air their dirty laundry,
So
right?
the plaintiff and the
Defendant.
defendant, they each get paid from the court, from the place.
So they get paid an
$100
appearance fee, $100 appearance fee.
Right.
But
Plus the judgment.
Plus the function.
but had I lost, I would have been out $4,800.
Not
Yeah.
out of pocket, though.
No.
Well, yes, out of pocket because Tylene charged up
Okay, gotcha. I understand.
$4,800
Okay.
worth of stuff.
Okay.
So what happened in my case, for example, Tylene gets $4,800 worth of shit
Yeah, she did.
that she never had to pay for.
For free. She won.
She got it. She won because all I did was get the $4,800
Back.
and write a check to Visa for $4,800 because otherwise I would have been paying it.
So you lost?
No, he won the settlement.
Oh, okay.
But really, Tylene won because she got the money out of Kim, and People's Court paid Kim back. She didn't have to pay for anything.
Right.
She got away with the money.
So she
and
can-
she
And
got
she got
$100
$100.
for appearing.
See, Kim, we listen.
Then we were wrong, August.
But
But that's how it is.
the way they interpret you know what I said? You owe that to so and so.
Sure.
And the guy said, I'm not going to pay. I said, you want to bet?
And when I say,
They don't pay.
hey, and when I said that that's the way it was, you told me what?
I tell you, you're full of shit.
Well, that's why Judge Judy makes what, 42 million a year, almost a million,
42 million.
Once tonight.
almost a million a week, because she's very effective. I'm surprised that she's so damn cheap, and that she, because I know where the money comes from. It doesn't come from her. It doesn't comes from the production company, and I'm surprised that she's so cheap sometimes, in not allowing some monetary settlements or really doing not even a fine line cut of the law.
Well, that's the Jewish in her.
I don't even know that she's Jewish.
Oh, you know she's Jewish. Jesus.
Is she?
Oh, yeah!
Judge Judy is Jewish?
I didn't know
Oh,
that
is this the same place you found the information on paprika?
Let's
That
play,
was below
let's
the
play a
belt.
hand of cards.
So, oh yeah. So, who do you want us to? We're going to post all of this on YouTube, especially the Jewish comment.
You
Who?
are not.
You can't without my permission.
Oh yes, I can.
Oh, yeah, you can.
Oh yeah, I can.
If you, do,
You gave
I'm
him
suing
permission.
you.
It doesn't matter.
He'll win. We'll take it to Judge Judy. Then no one will have to pay.
There
I got a good
Barbara,
lawyer.
there must there be a dull moment around your
He's
place.
my wife's relative from California.
All right.
He doesn't work for family, remember? That's the best law you could have ever made, Kim.
Oh yeah.
Best
I would
law
never
you
work
could have
for
ever
him.
made.
How's your, not to change the subject and let's not film no more, how's your little RV coming along, your little motorhome?
What do you mean coming along? It works
It's
fine.
done. He's got
Are
it.
you all done with it? Is he all through decorating and all that? Really?
A couple more things. Small things, but that's it.
He refinished everything.
Do you,
It dri- yeah, no, no, I can post this. You know, it's a goddamn Jap-made thing. Those
I just swear.
goddamn Japs, they make these Toyota motorhomes, and I just can't understand them. You know,
I got a Toyota.
we should have bombed that whole country back in WW2, which was the last great time that we. Oh, and I'm gonna apply for a carry permit in California because those goddamn Japs. I'm driving around a Jap car, and I know if I get shot, it'll go in front of a
you
Jew
better get him back to
judge.
California, and he's turned Republican on you in a day and a half.
Yeah, we can make a Nevada back out of you pretty easy now.
Are you a Republican, Kim?
No.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Look.
Kim's so Democrat, I'm funny. I'm surprised he didn't walk up here.
I'm an atheistic, pro-gay, pro-women rights liberal. Face it. But I put it all in my back pocket when I talk to Todd. Okay?
He does.
I totally do, and I know that Todd comes with a pure heart, and so I respect him and most of his beliefs, except for George Norrie. But
George Norrie's good.
there you go.
How much has George Norrie made last year?
I don't know.
Go look it up.
Lots.
guys.
Yeah,
Hey.
you know why? Because he's
Hey, August, there's one thing I do want to talk to you about, though, and that's because I gave you to keep a bunch of shotguns and crap of mine years ago. Do you remember that? And I'd like to go through them and to get with your approval and to get the ones back, because now that we're starting to go out in that Sun Raider, we need to have some kind of protection in it because we're camping out at night. And so, I was thinking of buying one, and I thought, well, hold it. I left a couple of 22s, and
Not 22.
well.
You got the 270 and you got a 12 gauge shotgun.
Yeah, I know that you said a 270, but the 270 wasn't mine. But that's what you said last time. I know that I had a 30-06 that was mine. The 270 was always Ted's.
I had a 30-6. I never owned a 270.
Yeah. Okay, maybe the 270, and I would recognize the guns. Or
Are they here where he can look at them?
yeah,
They're here somewhere.
because there was a clip 22 with a clip on it. It's
rifle or
rifle? All of them are rifles.
oh, so
With the-
22 rifle.
Yeah,
Don't have it.
yeah. And then there was a
wanna go
22
look?
two. Yeah, we can do it later.
Okay.
The 22 tube one.
I don't know what they look like, huh?
I got a 22 myself. I don't have a scope or anything.
I had one that had a scope, but I think I might have taken the scope off and
But,
stuck it on another
yeah.
22.
I remember buying that from Leroy Morning.
Let's go look and see.
That's the only.
Yeah. But anyway, so I'd like to, yeah, and believe me, if you say that it's not mine, then I'm not going to take it, because
But I don't know who the 270 is. It's not mine.
yeah.
Probably Kim's.
Huh?
It's probably his.
Well, except I never had a 270. We had the 270 and a 30-06
But
in the
Ted had a
family.
270.
And Ted had the 270 and I had the 30-06.
Did you get Ted's 270?
No, I mean, that was, I wouldn't have taken it.
Why?
Because it was his.
Well, but if that's his 270 now,
Oh, well, I don't know how it would have ended up here.
Ted would left it here.
No.
Ted, give me
No.
your
Ted never gave me anything.
No. The only reason I gave the guns, left them here, is because I was going off to law school and I was staying with 3 roommates. I had no place to put them. This is 85, 86. So it's
We
been a
got
while
a couple
ago.
of guns under the bed too. We got some in the gun case.
I know what I got.
And I know you know what you got, and so that's,
But I don't have a 22, and I don't have a 30-06. I got 270.
and a 12 gauge. Because I know the 12 gauge, because I know that you guys, I don't know.
12 gauge, yeah, I remember. I got that.
Yeah, with that ventilated rib.
That's a brand new gun.
What is it, 1100 or?
Yeah, it was a 1100.
No, it's a Remington. No, it's
It was
a,
a Browning Light
it's a
12.
Browning.
Oh,
Gold fin,
humpback,
gold,
humpback.
gold trigger.
Ooh,
Oh, the old humpback 5?
No,
what do you mean humpback?
the new kind.
Oh no,
It was the newest kind, because we had a fan, yeah. Anyway, so,
Remington.
what were you saying, Remington?
What did you say? What brand?
Browning.
Browning.
It's a the Browning.
Over under? Where you got?
No,
No.
it's a light 12. It's a
They
semi-automatic.
call that the humpback, right? The ones we.
I never
shot.
heard
I never heard of it.
Yeah,
Humpback.
because the back is like squared.
Yes,
Yeah, the old humpback.
but there's like 5 different models of that gun. There's the kind that had no rib, which is the kind that the old man had. Remember that?
Oh yeah,
Do you remember that?
I've seen them. I shot one of August. Right, August?
No, I never had it. But the old man gave it to me.
Okay, the old gun that I wore out.
They gave it to me, and he bought himself a new one.
And the newer one had the,
He had the safety on the left-hand side, and he was a left-handed guy, and every time he pulled the trigger, the gun going sick. So he wanted to make it red. So I bought this gun, I paid so much. I sold you this gun for $90. I said, well, I'll make the trade, but I'll keep the new one. You can have your old one back. And we got the beef over it, okay. The police soon he came over, they gave me the new gun, he took his old gun back.
Okay, was that the gun that you
No,
gave me?
They gave it to Albert.
Oh,
Then my uncle gave it to Albert.
because that old one that you shot for many years.
Oh yeah, but that was the old gun there, yeah.
Yeah. Where'd you get that gun?
From the old man.
See, that came from the old man. What do you?
no, the old man is different than my old man.
No, he's talking about Aladino.
He's talking about Aladino.
Yeah.
But I'm not.
About his dad.
I'm talking about my father.
Ted.
Is he young?
Okay.
I'm done. I'm done. That's
What
it.
hand of cards, you guys? Did you want to show Kim the guns now?
But the
or-
thing, the thing is, yeah, there's not going to be any beef about this because
Hey,
I won't.
do you know what?
I won't do any beefing.
No, listen.
because it's
Bob
not.
Griffin.
Hey,
Yeah,
listen.
that's what I'm saying. It's
I
not
have a 22 with the tube and a scope. If you want it, I'll give it to you.
No, I don't want something for free. I'm not looking for something for free.
He
I'm
wants
looking,
his guns back.
I'm
That's
looking
all
for
he said.
for my gun.
I got this. I got this gun.
Did you get it from August?
No,
Did
I
you
got
get-
this gun real cheap at a when the
He
fishing
was
game
the
confiscates
fastest
the
threw
guns.
me wrong, you know.
Wait, what is
Hope you're both happy.
We'll walk out of here with all his guns.
Oh, I don't care. I'm not going to use them anymore. Anyway.
You think not? No.
Do you have any pistols? You don't have a pistol, do
No.
you?
You gotta save one gun for me so I can shoot somebody if I have to. If they walk in the house.
Short
You know how
barrel.
to shoot?
No, but
Because I want him to take me out to learn how to shoot.
Short barrel.
She actually told me that this morning.
Oh, we'll go out. We'll have a ball.
I
Yeah.
said, no.
That Glock, I
He
should have
goes, I
shot
don't
you.
want to go out. And I said, I'll go out with Todd. Him and I would go.
Hey, Rachel
Sure.
loved to shoot that gun. It's so easy.
Yeah.
40 caliber.
You're not scoring any points.
turn that
With
off
you
and
or
let's
with
play a
her?
game of cards. Just one
With
card.
her.
Can I turn this off? Can I turn this off?
I don't know what happened to Victoria's.
Okay. So, anyways, we're up there, and there's this old man, and he's talking to Todd about this leather thing back
Actually,
and forth.
it wasn't a
and
sling, but
it
I'll
was
tell
the,
you.
the guy was talking about, well, the kind you ride your horse, with, and I said, yeah, you know what his horse is? It's a quad. I said, he doesn't own no horse.
You know the scabbard? Okay, it's the belts to go around the scabbard to tie it onto something.
Yep.
I was missing one of those.
Okay.
So I oiled the scabbard all up and got new leather belts made for it, and I oiled those all up. So now I can just
He
strap
can
it
put
to
on the side of his quad, so when he goes, he can do that John Wayne, where they take
You know
the
when
gun
John
and-
Wayne had the patch and he was riding
Yeah,
the
the
horse?
searchers.
Huh?
In the searchers?
No,
Which one?
it was
True Grit?
True
True
Grit.
Grit. True Grit. Okay.
And he had, but the thing is, he had the 30-30 with the big hole, the big.
The big barrels on it?
No,
The rifleman level?
yes. Where he flipped it in his hand, and he actually did that himself. That true flipping that 30-30
And he knows
around.
that because where he found the paprika information is where he
And when he threw that 30-30 around, he was cocking it, see, as it was flipping, and he's shooting it, and then he throws it around. Amazing.
But let's talk about that remedial thing.
You were right. I totally,
Boy,
my
do you
whole
like to
life.
hear you right?
No, I don't want. No, what
I have to rethink when I use that word now.
No, that's what I want to explore.
And you use that word quite a bit.
Yeah, I won't anymore.
Remedial's like in the olden times.
I was always
No,
wondering. I was
me-
thinking, maybe she just
To
said
me,
something.
that's what I'm talking
remedial
about.
was always like a very basic, easy thing, and it wasn't. It meant that you had learned something, didn't learn it well enough, and you had to remedy it because I'll remember remedy.
Yeah.
Right, but what I wanted to kind of explore was just how you're an educated person, especially with words, and how
He's gonna
He's going to drive this home now.
no, yeah, in how people learn words and how because I've run into some words like that as well. How their understanding of what the word means is totally different. Even though they're our age now. I wonder how you can explain
Because I don't
that.
think I ever went back and looked. My understanding was
We've-
from when I was young. Do I go back and look up the word? I've learned how to
Nobody
use it.
does. Nobody does.
nobody
You
does.
do.
I never have. I have never looked
Well,
up
you
that
knew
word.
what remedial meant. I
Yeah,
didn't,
but just from use.
obviously.
Just from use. That's what I'm saying. Is how we learn the meanings of words just purely from not from looking them up. I bet you I haven't looked up 150 words in my life. How we learn it. It's always been. a
I've
thing with
always
me.
heard it put that it was a very remedial
Task.
Of course, I'm not talking about that word, but I'm talking about
what
the
is your
concept.
question? The concept of how we learn words and how we
And we
use
stick
them?
to it.
And we
stick
stick
to
to
the
it,
definition.
and we've never looked them up.
I even-
And yet, all of our
I even
thoughts
like
of them
rubber-
are essentially the
I
same.
even like rubber band guns. Do you ever do that?
You're pointing at Tina.
And you're not supposed to point a weapon at anyone.
You're right.
Didn't you say that yesterday?
There you
You're
go.
pointing at Tina.
Oh, my friend just killed
Did
himself.
you ever
like
shoot
that.
him like that?
Would you jump in front of me if you did that?
With the
a
rubber band?
Yeah. I was really accurate.
Gun.
Okay, don't.
No, I'm going to shoot you in the arm.
No, you're not.
Yeah, it's not going to
It's
hurt.
gonna hurt. Don't you dare shoot me in
Put
the
your
arm.
arm sideways.
No.
Oh my god!
Come on.
No.
Take one for the
No,
team.
I'm not taking
Oh
one for the team.
my god!
I will.
No, you won't. Don't do it, Todd.
Go for it.
That would hurt.
Oh, you chicken shit. I was trying to
You,
get you.
you would have probably sued me.
I'm not going to sue
I'm
anybody.
Judge Judy.
Remedial, so I won't use that anymore. It's gonna be hard because I used it a lot. That's the right way to use it.
You know, who cares? It's just people learn things differently.
Well, I care now that I know it's wrong. I'm not gonna keep repeating it.
Let me
It's
ask you a
embarrassing.
question. You think
So would you
Judge
rather that
Judy
I
holds
brought
on
it
to
up
her
or
money
not?
Pretty well?
No, I'm glad you did.
Huh?
I'm fine.
You think Judge Judy holds on to her money pretty well?
I don't.
Bless you.
You think you're going to screw her over for a couple hundred?
No. No, she's tight.
Judge Judy's type?